The idea of civic engagement and social activism and bringing people onto the streets or organizing people is always to position a negotiation in which there is a delivery of a tangible good that improves the lives of people. A challenge for activists around the world is understanding that in organizing people, you are positioning them for a negotiation where they can take up their issues. Often what happens with social activists is that, you have the idea of a celebrity social activist, someone who believes that they will come in and they will solve people's problems. And usually it is a very Western phenomenon. It's like I'll parachute someone into Africa and I will create a wonderful model in this village. And I will show you poor Africans and you poor Asians about how to fix up the problem. And the issue of development is that it's not linear. There's no one path to it. It's very complicated. It's a minefield. There's no simple solutions out there. And I think people that just advocate blindly that there's simple solution, there's one division, there's no gray area, and we just need to organize people to take on the elites, without understanding how does one build up organization, build the confidence of communities, engage on the issues. And sometimes it may take you years to achieve it. We must move away as activists from this notion that we need some grand leader to lead us. We actually need very ordinary people to take their lives into their own hands and say, we've had enough. And we are going to organize ourselves. And you might be housewives, you might be unemployed, you might be domestic workers, you might be industrial workers, you might be students. Is that you begin to understand what are your rights as a human being, and how do we organize people around those rights in a way that makes sure that we will negotiate. And in any negotiation, there are always compromises. But if we are clear about where we want to go as our destination, then people get confidence in themselves. And that's why it took us 18 years. But in 18 years, we built up a remarkable organization in South Africa that forced a very powerful regime into a negotiation. And yes, we had the support internationally of people. And that international solidarity needs to be understood. It was very people-to-people based solidarity. It was involved people making personal decisions not to buy South African wine, not to buy oranges that are produced in South Africa. For dock workers to say, I refuse to offload this ship because it's bringing products from South Africa. It took those very personal decisions that people made that were effective. It wasn't, again, the grand decisions of the UN. It was a simple day-to-day decisions that very ordinary people made in their lives to take a stand on an issue. And today, what we need is for people to take a new stand on an issue where I think rapidly we are approaching a tipping point in the world. And if we don't take a stand as the human race, there will be no world for the next generations to come.